OmniCamp one-on-one, and it was a smashing success. I have to be honest, traders. I told people I will not accept another application until I do this first one-on-one to see if I like it. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. It was just as enjoyable as if I had a room of 6 people in my class full. I did the same amount of work. I had just as much fun. It was just as exciting. But the benefit of OmniCamp one-on-one is that you get to choose the date. Right now, the way it works, if I've got to get 6 of you together plus me, we're all adults, right? We've got to figure out our schedules, who gets to come in, who can't. We got to move the dates around. If it's just one-on-one, you choose the date that works for you, and I'll make sure I am open for you that weekend. So OmniCamps with groups, I'm still, of course, going to hold them. The next one will be July 17th through the 21st. That will be for a group. If you would like one-on-one OmniCamp with me, just me and you, it takes less days, so you only have to be here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and you'll get the exact same OmniCamp that the group would have gotten. I will accept applications for OmniCamp one-on-one. I'm excited to say that. Just go to OMNIBootcamp.com and fill out those applications if you want one-on-one with Oscar. And if you'd like to be part of the group coming in for July 17th through 21st, make sure you fill out an application and tell me that. All right, so for trading on 6/8/2023, that is June 8th on a Thursday. Remember that it's a very risky game out there. I've got a lot of topics on the board we are about to get to, but you need to know it is a very risky game, and never trade without putting your stops in first. So, lots of topics on the board. The OmniCamp was a smashing success, but let's go to number 5, and here's why. Sector rotation. We are no longer being led. This rally is no longer being led by just a handful of stocks. That means its breadth is broadening. The rally is broadening. Now many more stocks are being purchased, and here's how you know. 2 charts. This is what the chart looks like for stocks that were getting purchased for the last few months, and those were the ones involved in the NASDAQ, and basically that was creating the entire rally. Well, this is what a chart looks like of stocks that haven't been being purchased, right? This was of course, the Russell 2000, the lower priced, smaller cap stocks. So those are now going to be purchased. These get sold off a little bit, and that's called sector rotation. And I am very happy to see that happening, because at least now we know this is a real rally and it's not just 5 or 6 stocks. So I wanted to get that to you because people have been writing to me. I've been getting emails, posts. People have called me to say, Oscar, are you disturbed? Are you worried that this entire rally has been led by just a few stocks? I hear it on TV, it's on the internet, and of course, as I mentioned, emails and such with my trading room. So I thought I would show that to you. No, don't worry about it at all. Now it's rotating out into a much broader stance of stocks, and this rally, for the moment, seems to be real. Now, NASDAQ is another story. NASDAQ's having trouble. I will show you why. And in this video, if you're a stock fan, I've got a gift for you. If you are a trader of the OMNI, S&P, NASDAQ, or Russell, well, guess what? I got a gift for you. And if you are a grains trader, well, I've got a gift for you as well. All in this video, so make sure you're paying attention. Now let's go look at the board. OmniCamp, as I mentioned, one-on-one was a smashing success. The new date for a group of OmniCampers is July 17th through 21st. A group is 3 to 5 people maximum. But if you'd like to schedule your own OmniCamp with just me one-on-one, that means the date is basically wide open to whatever works for you. Number 2 on the board, Wall Street is teeing off the 50-bar moving average. That should be the name of this video. Wall Street is teeing off of the 50-bar moving average. That's the theme in this video. I will show you the charts and prove that to you. Number 3, stock fans, I've got something for you. Grains fans, I've got a treat for you. And I just told you about sector rotation, and that is about as real as it gets, kids. So I'm going to show that to you in the chart segment in just a moment. Tales from the Pit, baby. It's going to air tomorrow. Now we've moved it from 1 p.m. Eastern up to 2 p.m. Eastern, and there's a reason for that. At around 1 p.m. Eastern, my wife Lisa, who's been with me since I'm 18 and knows every step of my career and has worked with me through all of it, she's not around. She's at swim class during that time at 1 o'clock. But she will be able to join me when I need her to help me with my memory at 2 p.m. Eastern. So I've moved Tales from the Pit to 2 p.m. Eastern. It's moved from 1 p.m. Eastern to 2 every day. I will see you there tomorrow, or should I say today, being that this video is being filmed today for trading tomorrow. Is that not confusing for you? So, remember, OMNICAMP one-on-ones, I will accept more applications. I really enjoyed that. But OMNICAMP group is July 17th. Let me show you how Wall Street is just teeing off of the 50-bar moving average. Traders, remember to put your stops in first. Remember to keep your emotions out of trading. Remember to like, subscribe, and share these videos. And remember to fill out your OMNICAMP applications. Barring that, say this to yourselves over and over again. And when you're finished with that, we'll go look at some charts. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Thanks for tuning in. Now, with no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Traders, Wall Street is teeing off of the 50-bar moving average. Now, just to let you know, it's not always this way, so you can't just count on it. But right now, this moment in time, today being June 8th, 2023, that is what Wall Street is using, and let me prove it to you. Look at how well, since about here, it just started to come into play. This is the 50-bar moving average. Look at all the holes. It gets through, massive movement, right? Can't get above, massive movement. Can't get above, jigger jags, can't get above, jigger jags. Well, look where we are now. So you see how they tee off anytime you get there? Let me show you more. It's not just on that chart. Look at this. The Dow Daily. You were just looking at the Dow Jones Transportation. Now we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Same look. Once it started kicking in right here, it just became rock solid. Anytime you got near it, Wall Street came in and did something about it each and every time. Look, right here, here again, and then it gets through and it falls apart. Well, look where we are now. Here's your average, and here's where the market is. They are teeing off of this 50-bar moving average this week. There's more. Look, check this out. You've got the Russell 2000. Now, you see the Russell, it got smashed down, right? These were the small cap stocks being sold and sold and sold and beat upon. Finally, it gets above here. But when I tell you Wall Street is keying off of the 50-bar moving average right now, yes, it got above that flat finally. But watch this very same chart and look what happens at the average. Look at how well it has worked on the Russell lately, and look at what they're doing here. Boom, as soon as it hit here, explosion takes place. They are teeing off of the 50-bar moving average in our U.S. indices. Now, once again, in the mini, I think that the mini and the Dow itself is set to go tomorrow because it just got to the 50, it just got above it. Made a test of it, held. I think that's the one that goes tomorrow. And look at how well it's worked here. Every instance, right? Every single instance. So I think that's the one that they're going to buy up, and the Russell 2000 tomorrow as well. And then for you Grange traders, I said I had a treat for you, right? You want to see some simplicity? Look at this. Sell it if it hits the average. Sell it if it hits the average. Here it gets above, you get a little briefing, sell it when it gets through the average. Then right back into the pattern. Sell it if it hits the average. Sell it if it hits the average. Look what just happened. 2 days ago it hit the average, and what happened on Wednesday? It sold off. That is ripe for down movement on Thursday. That's your wheat market. The same chart. If you don't like the voodoo behind a moving average, well, all right. Look at this resistance line from this high to this high, which now hits the high from 2 days ago. So we'll use simple resistance, and guess what? The average is sitting right there with it, right there. You gotta believe, kids, that looks like it's heading down for trading on Thursday. And then For you stock traders and for you NASDAQ traders, let's look at Apple. Now, I showed you this chart and I prepared you when it got up here. I told you even in yesterday's video, leave NASDAQ alone. Go after S&P or Russell for trading on Wednesday, the day that just passed. Well, that was the right thing to do because Apple came back down again, putting weight on the NASDAQ, but the Russell 2000 went straight up today. Now, you see it bounces off this support every time it gets here, right? Bounce, stops, stops, bounce, 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 stops. Well, okay, should bounce off of this. Do we need more proof? Let's see if there is any more proof. Oh, look at that. I promise you the algorithms are going to come in smashing into this thing. You know where? Right at that line. You know why? Because that's also where this perfect average that's been working keeps getting purchased every time. If it's at the line, it gets purchased there. If it doesn't get to the line, it gets purchased at the average and the line. We are going to come down to the average and the line. Your price is around 175.5 to 174.5. Support comes in Apple. Traders, I hope that helps. I hope this gives everybody who trades out there just a little gift. Come see me at livewithoscar.com in my free live trading room. And don't forget, Tales from the Pit, 2 p.m. on Thursday.